So what I have here is a Game Boy Advance, or in the box will be a Game Boy Advance, a Mario limited edition version, which is the Justco version, which was only available at Justco stores. Now obviously, fingers crossed it's a real and legit version and not just a lens replaced version. But obviously we can find out when we get inside the box and take it apart and have a look to see if anyone's replaced the lens. So let's have a look inside. Very well wrapped. Trying to find the best way of getting this apart. There we go. So here it is, and just having a quick glance over it. Battery cover is not legit. It is a slightly cleaner shade. So there is a possibility that this has been taken apart and potentially cleaned. It does say that it has power issues on the eBay listing. I'll go ahead and get the tools and get this open, have a look inside and see if we can see any signs of it being repaired. Okay, so let's get this taken apart to see if we can see any signs of this being a replacement lens, which, to be honest, I'm starting to think it is, but nonetheless, just under £20 is what I paid for this. So that's not a bad deal to start with anyway, for a Game Boy Advance. Okay. The eBay listing said there was issues with the power connector, which actually has on the power switch, let's see if I can get this focused, has one of the arms snapped off. So I imagine when you go to switch it on, it doesn't quite drag it as much. Actually, it does a little bit, so I'll test that with a battery later on. So it's probably an issue as to why it wasn't turning on. Can't see any corrosion at all. It's pretty clean, this is, so I'm willing to suspect at the moment this is a replacement lens, but what I'm going to do is going to get the board out and have a look underneath and try and see if we can see any signs of that new lens being put in. So still with the Phillips. I suppose what I am seeing as well is some different coloured screws holding in the board, so to be honest, this isn't looking great at all. Everything is super clean. There's quite a bit of corrosion on this top right actually, for what would be the left bumper. Let's see if we can see that on camera a bit. You can see there a bit rusty on the metal bracket. Same with the other side, to be honest. Come on. There we go. Just a little bit, so slight concern there. However, let's just take out all the buttons. You know, I'm really not sure. This doesn't appear to have been lifted up and taken out at any point. Could probably try and twist the screen out. Let's see what happens. See if I can grab it. I can see some rust down here, and it doesn't look like it's been disturbed. However, in this top left corner, it doesn't sit properly, but still very unsure with that. However, I'll get it back together and see if the power switch actually has any issues. Okay, so at the moment I don't really have any concrete proof that this is a legitimate console GBA from Japan, which was sold under the Just Go, which I've never really heard of, company. So I'm going to put it back together anyway and just see how it goes in terms of switching on. So let's just get the screen back in. Like I said, even if it isn't legitimate, this, I suppose, rare edition, at 20 quid for a Game Boy Advance in the current state of how much they cost, it's really not too bad, so I'm happy to pay that. Let's just get this back together. Like I said, these two screws that hold the board in place, one's black, one's silver, doesn't really give me any confidence that this hasn't been opened before. So what might be the case is they've swapped out one of the screws. Don't know why. Let's just try and remember where these go back in. It's been a few months since I last took one of these apart. I've recently moved houses, so this whole new setup is completely new. Didn't want to make a video about it or spend time talking about it because it just didn't seem... That's not the right place, I just realised. There's more on the left, so I think it goes there. Cool. Okay. Drop this broken power switch in. I suspect that's probably the only issue as to why it doesn't switch on, which I suppose if that's the issue as to why it's not switching on and the person who sold this didn't know, then it appears that they have purchased this from someone who did replace the screen. So let me just figure this out. So that's the back, that would be the right, so that goes on to that way. We can get that in. Wait, that's not right, is it? No. That seems right. There we go. And I'll just drop a couple of screws in here just to speed the process up. top left. Into top right. Okay. 2 double A's. So that's currently in the on position. Okay, let's just check these are in the right way around, which certain they are. Positive, negative, yep. Oh, and it's switched on. Okay, that's very strange. Let's just test the audio. Let's try again, nothing. See if we get any flash. Nothing. There we go. Yep, audio is perfectly fine. Let's see if it plays a game, which obviously might be another issue. Ready it straight away. I'm sure the bumpers are supposed to make it go widescreen, so they'll need to be checked to see if they're working, but I don't think the bumpers are working. Okay, so that'll be the next part. I'm going to see if these bumpers are working, which to me it doesn't seem like they are. I'll try and grab another game just to see. Okay, Doom, legit copy. Let's put it in, boot it up. There we go. Okay, so left bumper should move left, because right bumper moves right. And I'm not getting any response at all. Let's see if we can see this a bit better. So if I move back, yeah, and left goes nowhere. So the left one needs working. The right one seems to be, because I'm stuck. Yeah, the right bumper's fine, the left bumper needs to be fixed, so that's on the list of things. We'll check the power switch. I'll probably just switch it for the plastic switch that isn't broken and see if that eliminates the issue of sometimes, there we go, the occasional power up. So that's what I'll do next.